If you could only see the way she loves me, then maybe you would understand why I feel this way about our love and what I must do. If you could only see how blue her eyes can be when she says she loves me.
Well, you got your reasons and you got your lies, you've got your manipulations coming down to size. Say you love her, you don't give me love, but you won't.
If you could only see the way she loves me, then maybe you would understand why I feel this way about our love and what I must do. If you could only see how blue her eyes can be when she says she loves me.
See the road less traveled leaves happiness unraveled, and you've got to take a little dirt to get what you want. That's what you gotta do. Say you love her, you don't give me love, but you won't.
If you could only see the way she loves me, then maybe you would understand why I feel this way about our love and what I must do. If you could only see how blue her eyes can be when she says she loves me. If you could only see the way she loves me, then maybe you would understand why I feel this way about our love and what I must do. If you could only see how blue her eyes can be when she says she loves me.
What's up, pipe smokers? Back at the shop on this Saturday morning. Fourth generation Eric Stokeby and Samuel Gawith. This is probably another one of them gimmicks, but they got me. What I did read about this, it was supposed to be the Virginias are supposedly aged for a decade before they were pressed. To be honest, I'm not a really big Samuel Gawith guy. I like Full Virginia Flake and maybe Squadron Leader and like St. James Flake. That's really about it. The presentation, if you haven't already seen it, is really nice. It reminds me of like a little cigar box. Comes all fancy schmancy, but well, the tobacco's already fallen out of the wrapper. To me, I could care less really what the presentation is, as long as the tobacco tastes and smokes good. As for the smell, I'm really not getting much smell. It's kind of hard to stick your nose. I'm gonna have to pull it out. Look at those Virginias. Look at them! I suppose I'm gonna have to pull it out of this. That's really odd. I'm hardly picking up any smell at all from this. Maybe a little bit of floral notes. That's really about it. Broken flake. It's not as wet as normal Sammy G blends, but it is wet. So we're gonna let this sit a while and we'll get back to it. And we're back. Sun coming up, coffee going down. I have to say, this isn't bad. It's got that sweet going on with the Virginias, and the retrohale, you're getting a little bit of spice. Being wet, it still burns fairly easy. It's not bad. I would definitely pay $10 to $12 a tin, not $22 a tin. This small batch crap, I just open it up and put it in there like that because I'm going to put it in a mason jar anyway. But getting to this, as I said, I'm going to make a bourbon review video here real soon about why I quit chasing bourbons. And it's small batch this, single barrel that, barrel proof, cask strength, limited edition. It's all a gimmick. One thing I really was disappointed in with bourbons anymore was the age statement that went away. I think that's total crap. I think the consumer ought to know what they're buying. Maybe not necessarily all the ingredients in what they're buying, but for the recipe, but they ought to at least know the age statement. I think that's garbage. That's just a way for the industry to get away with selling something that used to be 12 to 15 years down to 4 or 6 years. But we'll get into that later. Getting back to this. To be honest, this isn't bad. Got a real deep, dark, sweet taste. Like stewed fruits. It almost reminds me a little bit, I'm tasting a little bit of like brown sugar flake in it. I didn't exactly read the whole spiel behind this, I believe it said the Virginias were aged for a whole decade before they was pressed or steamed and whatever else the hell they did. Anybody else have tried this one, please let me know your comments. They get an A for presentation. Like I said, I don't care much for that. I would like for them to have got rid of the fancy box and the hinges and all that, and reduced the price and just put it in a regular tin. Maybe could save a few bucks. I don't know, but I said 22. I believe it was $22, $24 is a little steep in my opinion. But I had to try it, and I'm sure it will age a lot better. But to be honest, nothing special. At least not right now. So, 4th generation, small batched aged Virginia. Getting to the end of the bowl, I think. Certainly enjoyable, but I wouldn't go out and break the bank for it. Definitely give it a try. And well, I got yous here. If anybody is interested in doing a little trading, I have full-size tins and the smaller 2-ounce tins of like Frogmorton Cellar, Frogmorton on the Bayou, regularly original Frogmorton, stuff like that. I'd be interested in trading for only like Escudo, aged Escudo only, Orlick Golden Slice aged only, stuff on that lines. Wessex Red Virginia Flake aged. I can't think of really nothing else on the top of my head. Any aged Virginias, especially red Virginias, and I'm not looking for like Samuel Guy with full Virginia Flake. I have a ton of that stuff, so please don't even mention that. Stuff like that. McCraney's Red Virginia Flake, anything like that that you might have, you might want to trade, be interested in. For any of the Frogmortons, let me know. Maybe we could work something out. Other than that, I'm working on a pipe this morning, and it's going to be hot as hell here today, again. I know people out west are getting it a lot worse than us, but it's still, I believe today is going to be 90, 95, and then with the heat index, the humidity, it's going to be another 5, 10 degrees hotter. That's all I got. May have another one tomorrow. I might show my Pappy's Pipe and Cigar Lounge. Unfinished, almost. I mean, there's a little bit more to still do inside decorating wise, but other than that, talk to you boys and girls later.